West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like the breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia.
Oh my god.
This is now, unless this is your fault that this is going on.
Yeah, I know.
Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. Spaz Kid brought up something about that. That's what got me started, so it's his fault. Hey guys, Jeff's here. Zarik, Airbound Productions. Katsuki, Bakugo. Shane's in. It's just me, the young knight, Alex. Well, yes, thank you, Alex. And Mo's here. Mo says, I was about to go to school, but this just changed my mind. I'll write you. I can write you a note. Mo, hold on. Let me see here. Because Mo is about to go to school, but this changed his mind. If you need be, I will write you a note, hold it up to the camera, and you can screenshot it. I'll write a note excusing you from your classes, and I'm sure that will work. I won't have a problem with doing that.
I hate that you put a space in front of all those.
Well, what the title is about, Chrome, is Fuck Schools of Sorrow says there's a trailer just came out for it. Viz Media released it, but I had to come to you guys first. Somebody let me know about it, but I need to come to you guys to find out if I can watch it. I got 3 episodes to go of Hunter x Hunter. I don't want to take a chance, obviously, on getting anything spoilerish now. So I was going to ask you guys, can I watch it or no? Happy birthday, brother E. I didn't know it was your birthday. Awesome, dude. I've had way too many of those birthdays, that is. Way too many. Excuse me. But yeah, it comes out January 30th, it said. But I just got to find out if I can see it. I'll probably do it. I can't imagine they would object to having a reaction video done to it, considering that movie trailer, obviously the best way to get the word out there is to have it posted as many places as possible. So a movie, yeah, Cesaro. Look it up. Like I say, guys, from Viz Media. It's called The Last Mission. Hunter x Hunter movie, The Last Mission, comes out January 30th. I watched an old man comment on a Hunter x Hunter movie. Yeah, it's just me. I can't wait. I'm not missing this one. And the pain in the ass is, it's not canon to the story. I don't even care, though, TKD. As long as it's got those characters in it, I don't care at all. I have to see it. Spank you violently? Sure, Sam. I'm doing good. Yeah, I just, again, that's why I came to the gang here to find out if it's something if I can do a reaction to now, or if I gotta wait till I watch the last 3 episodes. You gotta go? Okay, Cesaro, I'm glad you'll be in for a little bit with us. Those movies are already out? Why would they be talking about a theatrical release on the 30th then, brother? I'm confused. I'm confused? Oh, well, it's something I can already see? Oh, shit. I thought this was something they finally created, something new. No, that's gonna... Oh. Jack Queen says, also never watched Hunter x Hunter, but I have a contact boner. I like that. Contact boners are still boners. They're quality. Boo, like your stream. Speaking of Boo, I just watched that over at the Goosh. I watched... Well, it's not up yet. I just watched it this morning. The next episode I'll be posting over there, where he goes to Fit Boo. That disturbed me. But then again, he started talking, I can't kill people, and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, it's old Boo. What I'm hoping for is, I can live with him being Fat Boo, or Fit Boo, for a little while. But once the Tournament of Power is over, I need him to go back to eating pudding, though. Just because I like to feel that camaraderie. My Dr. Pepper spilled because of your notification, Dango says. But the good thing is, spilled Dr. Pepper is still better than no Dr. Pepper, because Dr. Pepper is good stuff. You like Fit Boo, Big Green? Yeah, the train, he got all jacked up. He's getting ready for the Tournament of Power, and he got all slim and jacked. And Oh, it's been out for a while, Chrome says. It's partly the retells the York Newark, from what I know. Ah, shit. I was all excited. Crap. I thought it was brand new material for it. See, I didn't work. That's because I didn't watch the trailer, obviously, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't anything spoilerish, so I didn't know what it was about. Ah, okay. Bummer. I wonder why why would they just be putting a theatrical release up of it, though? That's kind of weird, isn't it? Fitboo has a bigger dick, Alex says. Then I could root for him to stay in that form, because then it's worth it. What would Boo do if he drank Dr. Pepper?
Printing.
Are you coming near me? What are you doing, bro?
I'm printing.
Make sure you put it in the right way.
Yeah, it's such
You're only gonna have one shot. Yeah. Like so.
Oh wait, you gotta put it in like this?
Yeah, you were about to print on the wrong side, dude.
Sweet.
No, take the paper out and just put that in alone so it doesn't grab two. I got help, Spaz Kid here.
You do.
Yes, the Pawn Stars guy. This is what I do when things are slow at the shop. Say hi, Chumley. Oh.
It is on.
I just Everett's got a joke. I saw that one illustrated on oh god, what the hell's the name of the app? What's the name of the app? The comedy app you and I are always looking at with the memes.
Oh, iFunny.
iFunny. It was just on iFunny. Everett says, "Hey Curtis, just stopped in the middle of driving. Wanted to say, old man stops kid. Knock knock. Kid, who's there? Pedal. Kid, pedal who? Man, pedophilia. Empty bike. Yeah, I don't get it. Empty bike. I just saw that one on iFunny the other day. Kill the boy. Springfield says, slam you so hard you can handle 8 inches fat. Well, isn't that special? It's apparently it's Fantasy Day here at the old live stream. Trust me, I can handle it. I can't see Chumley F for senior. How many? Alex says, how many pedophiles are we going to kill at 200K? As far as pedophiles, I'm all for all of them any day. Just get rid of them. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. It's soup, Marco. It's the Springfield. Ma says, fuck vocational education. That is all. Yeah, the Hunter Chrome says, the Hunter x Hunter dub only started years after the series began. It's only midway through the Chimera Ant arc, so they finally decided to dub the film. Ah, okay, so that's all it was. They just dubbed it. Oh, shit. Well,
That's not as fun.
no, I'm not as jacked up. It's just, basically a retelling of things we've seen. Oh, crap. I was all enthused. That's why I haven't seen more about it. It came out on Viz, I think, yesterday or the day before. And even at that, typically, I thought it was odd because typically something like that is going to be all over the internet, especially in the circles I travel in the internet, and with Google knowing what my interests are, I thought I'd see a lot more about it. Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, I'm happy to watch the dub of the movie. Yeah, oh yeah, I'll watch it. I'm not going to make it a point to run to the theater and see it then. God damn. This calls of the Springfield Pervert soundboard are funny as fuck. Oh, Herbert the Pervert? Yeah, I like those. Hey, Daryl, good to see you, pal. Daryl hits us with the muscle icon a lot. Emoji a lot. Thanks, Daryl. I appreciate it, pal. Wolverine says, look for the last post, stick, mommy. Last post. Where are we here? Wolverine? There we are. Oh, I think... huh. Wolverine says, I think the blood of Christ should be carbonated. Give the kids something fun to drink before they wake up in an hour. What was it Michael Jackson called it? Jesus juice? That's good. Patty gets arrested for beating his wife. Jack Queen says this. The judge asks, why do you keep beating her? Patty says, I think it's weight advantage and longer reach. Okay, that's pretty good. I hadn't heard that one before. I like that one. It's the reach. You just can't get inside, bro. Save your juice. Roar What says, what is the anime you're going to watch next on the Goosh? Really want to see you watch Code Geass since the experience is so good. One of the best and most intriguing series I've watched. And give you a quick rundown, Roar What. We just started Food Wars. The first one will actually go up today. I just watched the second one. Then after following Food Wars is Testament of New Sister Devil. I have to look on my cheat sheets to remember the schedule. And then we're watching Hunter x Hunter. Got 3 episodes left to watch of that. Then it's Overlord. And then One Piece. But One Piece we're going to do in segments. And as we stop each segment, as we take a break, we'll watch another series in there. And then the other level is Dragon Ball Super. This one I have memorized. Dragon Ball Super, then Yu Yu Hakusho, Cowboy Bebop, Hellsing Ultimate, and Death Note. As far as Code Geass, I think this is my guess. I think that's probably going to come up really quick once we get past those ones we said, or possibly even as during one of the breaks of One Piece, only because the number of people that keep talking about it and wanting to see it. Oh, because everything at the Goosh, at the Patreon, is done by vote. The gang there votes on everything in polls. And just with the amount of support Code Geass has over there, I would imagine it's going to come up really, really quick, I would think. Do I watch hentai? Hentai? Yeah, it's porn. There's not much of any type of porn I don't watch at some point. I mean, otherwise, I would be out of things to watch at Pornhub if I didn't diversify a little. You travel in circles, Curtis? Even I've never been that drunk. Wah, wah, wah. Alex, any advice on finding a job? It's hard to say, Alex, because, job market is so dependent on location, where you live, what's out there, what works best. I'll tell you one thing. I would advise anybody having been in this field my whole life, especially in America, or specifically in America, if you want a good, solid backup job, or mainline career for that matter, but I mean, if you're already into something, you want something to make extra money, I can't recommend enough getting into professional driving. If you look up the stats on it, the pay rate for drivers, and doesn't even have to be over the road, but for drivers in general, outside of like cabs and stuff like that, I'm talking about anything heavy duty where you need a CDL license, the pay rate for them has gone up more exponentially than any other profession in America. The reason is everybody that has a CDL, the federal license that you need for driving truck, anybody that has a CDL has to, by law, be in a drug tested pool. Because of that, a lot of people don't want to give up getting high, getting drunk, whatever, so they don't go into the field, and it shrunk the number of people that are involved, and that keeps jacking the pay up to get people into it. The money is really good. I want Spaz Kid to do it once he gets out of college, even though he's gonna have a degree in computer science. He'll probably never need to drive professionally. I'm still gonna encourage him to go get a CDL just in case. You never know what happens. You get with a company that things turn bad or something, you're without a job for a little while, you can go work the next day in that field. All right, yeah. I can't, brother, I can't wait for One Piece. I'm so jacked up. I'm excited for Overlord, too, to be honest with you. The little bit I saw in the clips that we used to watch of Vines and everything, and the things you guys have told me about it really has me kind of jazzed up for that, too. Imagine I'm an SJW version feminist, and I'm offended for some reason. Would it be your response? My response would be too fucking bad. I mean, that was always my response, even when I was doing stand-up long before. I mean, there were always people who like to be perpetually offended. There's just, I think the advent of social media has brought more and more of them out of the woodwork, and started instilling that behavior in more people. But I've had people, because you guys know my sense of humor, so I've had people on many occasions approach me after a stand-up bit and tell me that they were offended, and I'd always tell them the same thing. I don't give a fuck. If you're offended, walk out, leave, do whatever you got to do. But if you think that I'm going to give a shit that you don't like my sense of humor, yeah, that's not going to happen. Or do you think I'm going to give a shit that I said something that you found demeaning towards someone else or something? I don't care. So that would be what I would say. It's happened many times. Jaguar. It sounds like a Seinfeld routine. What's the deal with double penetration? I can't get to single penetration, let alone double. And here we go. Susan's gonna cut our. What did we talk about that made Susan cut our connection here? What the fuck? Come on. Yeah, lag, Cesaro, no doubt. No, it's for all of us, Sam. Hold on, I gotta reload my page too here. It's just Susan, helping out again. Good old. It just never changes, guys. We haven't been able to. Okay, it's still all lined up. We haven't been able to stream for a while. We finally get back to doing them here or there, and it's the same old shit it always is. That line is from Seinfeld porn parody. Oh, is it? How did I miss that, Jaguar? I like Seinfeld and I love porn. You'd think I certainly should have caught that. The stream's slowly coming back for now. Let's see. It went from red to yellow. Just fucking YouTube. Susan has splinters in her vagina, Alex says. Young Knight Susan. Oh, shit. I always forget her last name. But she's the CEO of YouTube. Wojcicki? Whoa, something. Susan, whoa. Imagine trains like me gained rights. How would you respond? Stand up for train rights? No, I would not stand. I would be all for the trains being marginalized to the very lowest level possible of society. That's why I got better. Susan thought you looked better at 240p, Curtis. Chrome says that. That could be. She might... For once, she might actually have a point there. Sam's gonna lead the revolt. Down with Susan. Down with YouTube. Free the proletariat.
We say gas the trains.
Gas the trains?
Yeah.
The train ain't gonna like that. He's in here.
Oh.
But you're not wrong. Everett. Jesus, I broke bread with 2,000 people. Hitler, I took 6 million and made toast. This is so bad. Do I think Trump will get reelected? Well, first of all, I'm not even sure that he'll run again, to be honest with you. I really have my doubts about whether he'd run for a second term. But if he does, it'll all depend on who they put forward. I think the Democrats won't. But if they were to put somebody from the far left that's infringing on the party itself, like if you were to put it this way, if you were to put someone who leans towards socialism, I know they like to call it social democrat, same thing, or democratic socialist, however they want to put it, same thing, then yes, Trump would win again. Especially because the obviously the presidential election goes with the Electoral College, and you'll never sell that through the majority of regions in America. The only place you'll ever sell that is in the densely populated areas, and that's not enough to carry an election. If they get a more moderate Democrat, I think Biden would probably beat him. Kamala Harris, I don't think she could. Elizabeth Warren's going to be interesting. I think Elizabeth Warren will shoot herself in the foot too often. I mean, just like the whole thing with the taking the DNA test, and she's won 1,024th, and she took that and made it public, thinking that it proved her point. So I think she's going to shoot herself in the foot a number of times. She's not the sharpest knife as far as I'm concerned. But again, all depends on who he goes against. But I do think Biden would beat him if the election were held today. I think Biden would beat him handily, actually. Let's see. Elon Musk for president. Hey, Zach. Good to have you in. When are you going to react to Dragon Ball Z again, or Dragon Ball Super, or the Broly movie? Dragon Ball Super, we're 80-some episodes into the reactions over at the Goosh on Super. I'm not going to watch the Broly movie when it comes out until I'm done with Super. And there's no reason to react to Dragon Ball Z again. We've seen all the clips from it, all the elements of Dragon Ball Z that we want to see. I get asked that a lot, but I don't know what people would want me to watch anymore. We watched so many excerpts from Dragon Ball Z. We've pretty much covered it all. I missed the super chat. Okay, thank you, Cesaro. When we're having the fuck up there. Wolverine says, "I'm an SJW super jacked womanizer." Super jacked. Sounds like a 70s movie. Yeah, I got it now, Wolverine. I apologize. I can super chat my hard-earned drug money. I don't blame you, Centauri. Piss off, Google and YouTube. Centauri is currently, for those of you who aren't Gooshers, is sponsoring I was 6 videos this month for the gang over at the Goosh. The 2 episodes of Mob Psycho 100 and 4 episodes of Samurai Champloo. So Alpha is really hooking the gang up over there. And both those, I only have seen the first episode of Mob Psycho 100, and that was not the protagonist I expected. I gotta say that I really liked it. That one's got a neat feel to it. Very shortly, I'm watching too the next episode over at the Goosh of Usagi Drop. That's been really good. I ended up liking that a lot. Enzo supports that one for us. And I saw the first 2 episodes. That's really, really good. I really like that setup. I like that relationship in there. That's cool. Could anyone here survive Happy Fun Time with Hisoka? And now it says, I don't see how you survive that. I'm not sure. I don't want to be the test case. I mean, if I had to. All right. React to WWE, WWF? That's kind of general and random. React to it how or why? I mean, it's wrestling. Dude, it's not real wrestling.
Also, where did all the scissors?
Don't watch too much anime at once. You won't retain anything. Okay, I'll cut out 70% of what we're doing. That's not a problem.
Did Mom take all the scissors away from us?
It could very well be.
Yeah, because I can't find any. Cut any of these out. Like I looked
there's got to be some down there. What about the ones in the kitchen?
No, it's not there.
Check in the dishwasher. They might have got one in there or something. Train says, no matter how smart Hawking was, we were always one step ahead of him. Wrestling is redneck anime. Lude says, it's not far. Having obviously been involved in the business for almost 30 years, that's not far from the truth. Mufasa's death scene makes me bawl my eyes out. Listen, Disney is brutal with death. And think about it, going all the way back to Bambi and everything. How many Disney movies don't revolve around some sort of tragic death? It's like, holy shit. The ultimate family-friendly company. Still one of the toughest outside of anime. One of the toughest 10-minute segments of anything is the first 10 minutes of Up. They suck you right into that whole sweet little relationship and punch you right in the chest. Yeah, Big Green. Like I say, when I was wrestling, you had to write a lot of those plot twists and stuff for yourself, and yeah, they are similar to anime. Yeah, Chrome says if you're a Disney protagonist, your parents will die by the mouse. What wrestlers have I met or would I want to meet? I've met tons of them. The guys I've actually wrestled that you guys would probably know their names are guys like Snuka and Sergeant Slaughter and Tony Atlas and Road Warrior Animal. I've met a bunch more. I mean, a lot of the guys would be on shows I was doing. If I didn't wrestle them, they were doing autograph signings and stuff. So, way back in the day when I broke in, I went down and worked out with Tully Blanchard's dad's group. So I got to meet and know those guys, although I didn't like Tully. Curtis make out violently with John Cena, Lick says. All right, sure. I want to be mud wrestlers. that would actually be fun, Jack Queen. Yeah, I would. I want to meet some mud wrestlers. Absolutely. Get their views on life.
Yeah.
Look at their boobs. Where's my man Cesaro? I like that. You know what? At least he's staying front and center with the whole tag team gimmick with now why is his name gone on my head? Sheamus. So at least he's staying front and center in the tag team thing. They still got to give him a push solo. I always liked him. React Spaz Kid's death. Well, let's see. Chrome says a rat is meant to be manipulative and untrustworthy. True. That is the stereotype. I wonder why they chose a mouse as their mascot. Excited for Dragon Ball Super Broly movie next week, Brother E asked. Well, yes and no, because I'm not ready. I mean, I'm excited it's going to be out there, but of course I'm not going to watch it yet because I want to finish Super first. So I got a little time to wait before I actually see it. Two fat chicks shitting themselves while fighting with one another equals mud wrestling. Meatloaf says, ha ha ha. Everett says, the best part about not retaining much from an anime means you get to rewatch it and not be bored. Wouldn't you agree? That happens to me so much more often in life than I even like. I even like discussing, pal. That I'll see something that's like, oh, I've never seen this before, and somebody else will be sitting next to me going, yes, you have. It's like, okay, still new to me. Did I see Hogan return Monday? No, I didn't. I heard about it. I saw it on the internet, but I didn't see any of Raw Monday. I saw a little bit of the show last night of SmackDown, but I didn't see any of Raw Monday. I did hear about it, though. Milak, Hisoka walks into a bar with an erection. 18 die in there, 67 injured. Oh, you got a ticket for it, Chrome? Yeah, I'd be going to the Broly movie right away, except obviously I want to finish Super first. So, hey Curtis, you're a fan of William Wallace, right? Yes, indeed I am, Philip. I've been looking up my family tree. Turns out I'm descended from Robert the Bruce. My ancestor John of Islay married his great-granddaughter. Really? That's kind of freaking cool. That's not kind of. That's really cool. Yeah. Ever since the movie came out, and to be honest, prior to the movie, to Braveheart, I knew the name William Wallace, and I knew he was Scottish. Other than that, I didn't really know anything about him. But I love that movie. The movie piqued my interest. So I didn't start a William Wallace fan club or anything, but I did a lot of research reading up on him and stuff just because he was fascinating. And I'm geeked out for him because the one thing that is, from what I can say, what I've been able to glean from reading up on him and stuff, like any other movie, the historians have nitpicked this, nitpicked that it wasn't true to life. But the one thing that's for sure is he was a badass as build. I mean, holy shit. That guy, he was a bunch of crazy. And of course, his real life death was way, way, way more gruesome than was displayed in the movie. Oh, man. They certainly made it known that they had killed William Wallace with the head on the stake and the body parts strewn all over the land. And yeah. Do you have any booze left from the Clemson ND game? Can I get it? I need to from Monday. Oh no, that's one of those cases, Everett, where I'm almost sorry I'm not a drinker because it would have been good to have something to drown that memory in. Chrome says Braveheart's a fun film, but for fuck's sake, people don't know that the film isn't accurate. Robert the Bruce was Braveheart, not Wallace. Also, the love interest she was an infant in France at the time. Yeah, that I remember too. Robert the Bruce was the one they actually referred to as Braveheart. But, like I say, everything I read, William Wallace was a complete and total badass. And that's what I take from it in general is, at least, in essence, he was that badass. And you put it perfectly, Chrome. And the thing is, it's a fun film. Unfortunately, unless you're going to do a strict biography, a film's not going to sell well unless you punch it up here or there. We all learn that. So you go into those knowing that they're going to elaborate a little here or there. My wrestling name was the one I used most often was Curtis Candy. That's, excuse me. I grew attached to the character, and that's why I use Curtis Candy in any form of entertainment. If whether it's here online on YouTube and stuff, or when I do comedy shows, anything like that, I just use. Excuse me. I use Curtis Candy because I just like the character. So we can agree that Lario has the biggest heart in all of Hunter x Hunter. You would think so, Mr. Host. I mean, I watched 145 today, episode 145, where Gon is healed, and he comes into the Hunter gathering there, and him and Lario have the big reunion. And man, yeah, that was great. I can't wait. I've been trying all day. I'm so anxious to get this done. I was going to try all damn day to get everything I needed to do done in an accelerated fashion because I want to binge watch the last 3, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time. One Punch Man 2 is said to air in April. Oh yeah, I'm completely hyped for that segment. I love OPM. I thought the first season was fantastic. I just like Saitama's character. You know, I like I like how he came into his powers. I like his demeanor. And I love that, you know, how he's just so distraught by the fact that he can't get a good challenge out there. We should fund the Spaz Boys comedy spinoff movie, Big Green Takes Manhattan. Actually, we started, I think you guys know, years ago I made a movie that was a psychological thriller called One Last Kill. And then we started another movie which was a goofy comedy, and it never got completed. Was called The Legend of D Pouch. It was a mockumentary, and the documentary angle of it was it was a story about a superhero named D Pouch who got his abilities after being bitten by a radioactive jackass. And D Pouch is a complete and total douchebag, and when he saves people, he expects to be compensated. And if he saves you and you won't pay him, he takes you to court. And it was the story with, it builds up to where you think, okay, what's going to happen is this complete douchebag, he meets a girl, and, you know, he starts to see things in a different way, and finally he'll have an epiphany at the end. But he starts out a douchebag. You think it's going that direction. You know, he's coming towards his epiphany, and then at the end, he's an even bigger douchebag than you ever imagined, and everything that he had done that made you think he was going to be anything else was just self-serving. Wolverine says, Boruto as fetus versus alcoholic Hinata explains a lot. In case you guys aren't sure, Wolverine is not a fan of Boruto. If I remember right, the war was started partly because of a drunken stabbing by Bruce in a church. Also, they left out in the English was retarded and being marched and forth in a battlefield because error. Well, it's funny, the English, here in America, we only won the Revolutionary War because of the British style of combat. I mean, when you come in nice, bright red coats and you come marching in lines through the forest, it's kind of easy to hide in trees and behind rocks and stuff and just go ping, ping, ping and pick them off. And that's how they fought. You know, it would make Hisoka come instantly? Chuck Norris walking past him. Well, Sigmund, that is Chuck Norris, though. So in fairness, that would probably happen with a lot of people. Drunken Rock Lee should have killed Madara. Changed my mind. I ain't changing your mind, Cesaro. I think Drunken Rock Lee, the only thing that makes me hesitant about saying he's the most badass character from the Naruto verse is, of course, the rower. Yeah, the rower. And of course, Ramen Guy. Gimster says, while it's hard to believe William Wallace was not part of the most badass people of ancient times. You don't think so, Gimster? Why? Who are you thinking? Well, I won't deny you that. From ancient times, there's a lot of badasses throughout history, but I like William Wallace's legacy of badassery. But yeah, I would agree with that. If you go through, again, the ancient history of mankind, there's been a lot of, and it depends too on on how wide we're willing to make that term badass. If we include it, if we are to include the villains throughout history as well, yeah, there's a lot of badasses. Greece will maybe soon attack the Albanians. I don't know anything about that, Nicholas. The last night, well, of course, you got to remember, in our media here, we can't get international news because either the Kardashians may have done something, or Stormy Daniels might need attention, or you can't break in through CNN's continual opinion pieces about why whatever Trump did lately is going to lead to the complete eradication of humanity. You can't move that stuff aside to actually report on news. Jeez.
Alex says Shaka Zulu was a bro. He fought the Brits in a skirt.
There you go. See what's going on in Greece? I see a lot of you guys talking. No, Turkey is going to invade Greece. See, I'm completely in the dark on all that. I didn't even know there was that. The only unrest I knew of in Greece, of course, is the financial unrest, and that the economy is completely obliterated. Like there was a battle where the English leader messed up and sent his troops to the battlefield early 3 times, so they had to march home. The Scots were laughing and making fun of them. Yeah, see, that's, to be perfectly honest, the reason that America won the Revolutionary War is the British had just horrific military practices. That's why we won. Let's see. Kronos, Curtis, you have to see The Promised Neverland, Mob Psycho 100, and Death Note. Mob Psycho 100 started at the Goosh just a couple days ago, so we're an episode into that. Death Note is coming up at the Goosh. It'll be a little bit, there's a few in front of it, but it's coming up. I've seen half of it. I'm going to start over when I get there. And Promised Neverland hasn't come up in a vote yet, so I hadn't heard of that one. So that one, I don't know if that one will come up or not. William Wallace is a badass name, Neilog says. People with great names do great things. So what if your name was Peter Files? Peter File. Aren't Greece and Turkey always at each other's throats since ancient times? Oh, that's. I mean, I know historically, yes, that's true. Considering that Greeks are using a drug that literally melts your fucking flesh, I'd say, yeah, things are pretty bad. What's that, Maz? Jesus Christ.
Can I buy it?
This fast kid, folks. the flesh melter. What is that about, Maz? They're using a drug that literally melts your flesh. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Jesus. Oh, the new wrestling promotion? Yeah, Y2J. I did hear about that. I don't have all the details, but so there are a lot of my Facebook friends and everything, a lot of my social media, still all my old wrestling buddies, and a lot of them are hardcore into it. Again, I haven't watched as much recently just because the writing in WWE has been shit. But they stay on top of everything, and they were talking about it the other day. Everybody seems to have high hopes for it. I hope they do well. It's always good to give at least some sort of competition to WWE at some level. Hey, Jeremy. Let's see. I'll keep in mind Scotland had a lower population and less weapons, same as the Americans. The English have never, ever figured out guerrilla warfare. Yeah, 100%, Chrome. Again, that's, when you look deep into the history of the Revolutionary War, it's cut and dried. If the Brits had come in with a real solid military game plan, they'd have kicked our asses. They had us in number, they had us in weaponry, everything that was superior, but they fought like doofuses. Gimster says there was a woman in ancient China who became a pirate, raised her own crew, and made both Chinese and Dutch government's naval fleets. Really? Raised her own crew? Wow. I never heard that before, Gimster. That's kind of cool. I'll give you that. That's badass. That's completely badass. One Piece reaction will take a little more than 3 years. No, they'll take longer than that, Jeremy. We're going to be, like I said, we're going to be watching segments of One Piece. Chrome has it all broken down for us. Good stopping spots. So it'll be like, whatever, 50, 60, 70 episodes. We'll be stopping, doing another series of some sort, another anime series, just to take a break from it, then going back to One Piece. So it's more likely going to take us 5 to 6 years, I would say. I'm looking forward to it. I can't even imagine being at the end of that journey. 6 years of all of us watching the same anime together. I know how nostalgic and bittersweet it is for me, like just now with finishing up on Hunter x Hunter that we've been doing for a few months. I can't even imagine that feeling you get when you've been watching something together for 6 years and it's over. Because I'm assuming by the time we get to the end, there will actually be an end. Let's see. What's more popular, Naruto, One Piece, or Bleach? I don't know. So I guess there's a lot of different. As far as sales, right? Didn't I read? I think as far as sales, nobody beats One Piece. As far as sales of the manga, worldwide sales of merchandise, stuff like that, I believe One Piece is, at least it was. Well, this was only last year I was reading that article. One Piece is number one. So I guess it just depends on how you determine the popularity. But here in the West, my opinion, this is now, I don't have stats to back this up. I'm just talking about prior to me becoming an anime nerd. If you were to ask me that by order of how much I'd heard about each, it would have been here in America, it would have been Naruto, One Piece, Bleach in that order. But from what I understand, One Piece is the ultimate as far as money made. Yeah. God says, yeah. LOL, Curtis. Remember how the British Empire lost India to some skinny guy in flip flops? Yeah, right. Exactly. But it's true. It's the unfortunate history of, well, fortunate for us as Americans, but unfortunate history of the British military is that they were never, I mean, back in the day, were never good military minds. It was always the same routine: put on the red coats and march in nice straight lines. Says, especially low-grade stuff. It's cut with shit hydrochloric acid and lighter fluid, and I would not advise looking up pics of that on Google. Easy way to lose your appetite. Really? That's what's going. And why is this taking place? Because people are just so desperate. I mean, is it just a drug that they're trying to turn away from reality or something like that? I'm assuming because things are so bad over there. Jesus Christ. Crocodile. Well, now that you said don't look it up, you know I got to. Crocodile. I got to see it. No, I had heard nothing about this. Oh, yeah, that's attractive. Wow. Yep, that eats up some flesh. And people are taking that, huh? God damn. That's all I can assume is just because, again, yeah, the lag's back again. It's Susan again. It just went. And as I told you guys, what kills me, what annoys the shit out of me, is on my control panel here. When this happens, they, like everything else, they blame it on the YouTuber. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So what they're saying is it's my fault. Now, mind you, my signal is as strong as ever. I could go do, even with streaming, I could go do a speed test right now and guarantee you that we have full quality speeds. But no, it's got to be our fault because YouTube never does anything wrong. Lag Susan right in the vagina, Wolverine says. Alpha, I've fallen, I can't get up. Get your very own drink alert today. Call now, receive a second one free. Chrome says, for a time, Bleach was the most popular in the West. Really? I'm surprised. Then Naruto, One Piece never caught on in the West. It's more than just 4Kids' fault. Yeah, I know. And again, when I talk about what's popular in the West, I'm, again, not based on any numbers, just my own opinion of what I had seen and what I knew. As far as what I knew from anime here, it would have been that I saw the most of, it would have been Pokemon and Dragon Ball right at the top. That we see tons of here in the West, and I knew characters from those series. I knew a good little bit about them long before I became an anime nerd. And I knew about One Piece. I'd heard of it. But Bleach, I mean, just for me personally, I don't know if I'd heard of Bleach at all. I don't know if I really knew much about Bleach at all until I actually started getting into anime. I'm a little behind, but in my opinion, these are the most badass people in history, Train says. Scipio and Germanicus, that one shared space. Napoleon, last but not least, Koenig Bauduigen. See, I'd have to look all, well, obviously other than Napoleon, I'd have to look all of them up. Mr. Zadakai says, I can't wait for One Piece. Yeah, I'm hyped. The relationship between the crew and One Piece is beautiful. It's absolutely my favorite anime. You know what I'm looking forward to, because I watched a lot of clips of it, and you know, I was concerned for a while that watching the clips is gonna be spoilerish or take away a little bit from it, but I found it to be quite the opposite. Now those clips that I've seen, I can't wait to see them in context, because I know I'm not getting the full effect of them by watching them in clips. But just like when Luffy receives the straw hat, I just really I like that scene so much. Good old Shanks, and I like Shanks anyway. I think he's a cool character, and so now the opportunity to see those scenes with full context, yeah, I'm anxious. Centauri says, when your Asian parents beat the shit out of you and lock you naked in the closet for getting a B in school grades, hashtag family values, hashtag thank you for your support. Which of the Greek gods created the skin melting drug? Lick says. Vlad the Impaler, Genghis Khan. Yep. Couple of, I would classify them as total badasses. Yep. OP is too long, you'll never catch up. Well, the thing is, if it ends, obviously we'll catch up, because we'll be watching one a day. So if you do the math, you eventually catch up. Even if it keeps going, you'd eventually catch up. Doing 6 a week as opposed to whatever they might be putting out, you're obviously going to gain every week. Gimster says, in ancient China, to protect his force's head commander, a man stood tall as the only rear guard to the building's only other entrance. A man stood tall as the only other rear... I just want to understand what you're saying. In ancient China, to protect his force's head commander, a man stood tall as the only rear guard to the building's only other entrance. Really? One on his own? God damn. There's so many badasses throughout history, as you guys have already illustrated to me, that I don't even know about. Y'all using big words, and all I know is I'm hard. Crocodile is a good drug, though. Crocodilicious, Sam Sizer says. That's some messed up shit. I had to go look at some of the images, and yeah, that's fucked up. Jeremy, I don't know what your list currently is, but you have considered to watch Attack on Titan. One of your One Piece breaks is really good. The gang votes on everything we watch, Jeremy. I don't pick them at all. As we're coming up on a break, like when we're 10, 11 episodes away from the break, I set up a post over at the Goosh for people to nominate a series, and then I take the nominations that have gotten the most support and put them in a poll, and whatever they pick is what we watch. So I never know what it's going to be. But this method has been... This method has been working out really, really well, because I've been seeing a lot of really, really good anime by doing it this way. Let's see. Yeah, Shane, we're aware of how long One Piece is. Yep. I don't know how One Piece lasted 20 years and the hype is still high. It is amazing. And it's funny, too, so, because we've got, oh, God. What's his name? Oh, the other series has gone right out of my head. Detective Conan. Detective Conan has been going on even longer and has, like, almost zero presence in the West. And One Piece, of course, has been going on forever, and Westerners, at least the people, the people I know, what I knew of anime prior to getting into anime is well known. It's just odd, and Detective Conan looks pretty good to me too. Everett says, America, current world superpower, born from England. Yep. The previous world superpower, born from Rome, and the previous superpower, born from twins that were raised by wolves. We should let wolves raise kids. Well put, Everett. I like the way you put that together. Yeah, good old One Punch Man. I can't wait for season 2. Yeah, I know. Detective Conan is over 900 episodes. It's just amazing. And again, over here, in America, you see nothing about Detective Conan. The dub wasn't best for Conan. They pretended it was set in America. Oh, really? I wasn't aware of that. I didn't even think about that, and I've watched clips. The first block of episodes for One Piece I outlined will let you meet the majority of the crew and will lead into where the main story of sorts begins. It'll be about 10 weeks for that first block. Perfect. Perfect. That's just about how we wanted it to break up. And I'm anxious to see that early stuff because a lot of the early stuff is what I've seen clips of. And I want to be able to put a lot of those clips together, you know, in context. I'm just really anxious. Gimster says, could you watch all One Piece in an uncut marathon? Yeah, absolutely.
There's my 3 One Piece videos a day.
Where's your 3 One Piece videos a day? Shut up, Stress Kid. Could you imagine? Somebody'd have to do the math. How many hours would that be? What usually anime episodes are about 23 minutes long. That usually includes intros and outros and everything. I don't know. We'd have to sit down and do the math, see just how long that would take. Wood says, I was raised by ocelots, disowned by my family, and raised by Central American wildcats. It's an interesting upbringing. My thoughts on Naruto? I love Naruto. Naruto was an excellent series. Great characters. It was a lot. It was just plain fun. I enjoyed every element of that journey. That was a blast. It was the 6 Naruto videos a day, you old fuck. Remember that, Lude? Oh my god. How many times did we go through those comments when we're watching Naruto at the channel? Yeah, you know what would be better, dude? You really need to do 2 of these a day. And then it become, well, why don't you just make videos where, and people were serious, put 3 or 4 episodes in every video, and oh yeah, everybody had to wait, because it was always the same thing, because you're never going to finish. Of course, we've been done for months now. You're never going to finish. Never going to finish. If you don't do 3 a day, you're never going to finish. You need to do it now. Let's see. I was raised by snowmans on the North Pole. My first woman was a snow woman. Cold-hearted bitch. Igor, I just got here home from work. Did I miss anything knowing Curtis and his fan base? I missed a lot of fucked up jokes. You called it. You are correct. 345 hours max, Jeremiah says. Oh, 345 hours. We can do that. We can do that at once.
In a week.
Easily.
Dude, what the?
I was told to.
Why?
I do what I'm told. Why not? I'm said to punch you.
I'm working here.
And then Sam says, great super chat. Oh, so what are you putting on your guitar there, bro?
Ton of stickers.
Stickers. Lifer says, you need to do 900 episodes of One Piece a day or you're never going to finish. So it's called Case Closed. Hope you can see it one day. Yeah, Jimmy. Oh no, Joe's not here, is he? Every time I say Jimmy, it makes poor Joe Kage, it makes his head explode. Is Spaz molest Spaz Kid and a Spaz Chair single? Yeah, Wolverine, of course Spaz Chair single. Nobody wants anything to do with this piece of shit. You guys are good. Give Spaz Kid or Spaz Chair a power bomb. Spaz Chair's gonna go to the whatever the if there is a heaven for chairs, he ain't going to heaven anyway, he's going to hell. But wherever the next level is for chairs, he'll be going there soon. And I haven't decided for sure. I wonder.
Such a weird threat that you can only hear here.
It's not a weird threat. He's a fucking Smasher's a fucking asshole. He's gonna meet a horrible grisly demise. Right. I can't decide though, Sweats, because I had said I'll bring it, back down to where the job I retired from, and let the guys chomp it up in one of the garbage trucks and videotape it.
Right.
But I'm trying to think. I have friends that have land. Maybe I can take it out and shoot it.
Probably.
Oh, too bad it's too far to get to North Carolina.
Yeah, really.
We go to your aunt's house. My sister's boyfriend, her fiance, is an actual nationally ranked competitive shooter. Unbelievable shot. And he's obviously got all types of weapons. He was a sniper in the military. And, if we could have brought it down there, we would have had him bring out some of the heavy artillery. Oh, what a great way for Spaz Chair to have gone out. Okay.
What the fuck? Come on.
One more time, she said.
Oh my god.
And that's a bonus.
I don't like these super chats.
I don't like these super chats. Crocodile and syphilis. Centauri says, next month you shall be our reaction slave, Curtis, because I will purchase you at only $1,000 at the $1,000 at the Gooch. Rejoice, my comrades, to the reaction gulag. I don't mind, because it's funny, because obviously the things that you guys are suggesting for me, fuck off, Train, turn out to be great. Anyway, the only ones I have problems with are sometimes I get requests for the movies, and the movies have become difficult for me because what I do with the movies, the only way I can really do them is to do the face cam and timer. Well, it never fails. For me to get, the only reason I'm even able to do these streams a lot of the time, well, you guys see, I get called away from the streams all the time, shit coming up. That's why Spaz Chair got notoriety at the streams, because he was left here all the time. So what I'm getting to is to do a movie, it's rare that I go an hour and a half without having to get up, and that just completely fucks everything up because we're using the face cam and timer. I mean, when I'm recording my videos, I get interrupted all the time. It's not a big deal because they're going to get edited anyway. But something that I want to do in a linear fashion, it's a nightmare. All right, I'm good. I got my sponge basket in, M says. 92 cents. That's right. 92 cents. That's, for any of you who don't know, that's what we looked one time. Long story. Oh, and I think that goofball, for those of you who follow me on Twitter, that I'm pretty sure that clown that came in on Twitter that I eventually had to block, I mean, he was just too needy. I think that was Mark Bark. He started saying things as we got further in, and he became more and more frantic, that related right back to all the things Mark Bark used to say. I think it was him. I mean, he's got a serious infatuation with me. He's special. That's what it is, brother. I think it was Mark Bark. You could tell from the way he was formulating the things he was saying, he was trying to stay away from certain areas. But as I kept hammering on him, and he got more and more like frazzled, he started giving himself away. I'm pretty sure it was him. All right, sure.
Oh, come on. Oh. Stop! That's Jesus.
Jesus. Hey, Mark Bark is a legend, Cesaro. Stop encouraging abuse, random guy says. Another one, DJ Khaled. Oh, he definitely wants attention, Big Green. Bad. Like I said, I don't know what's gone wrong in his life what's gone wrong in his life that just from the way Mark Bark first approached us here and everything with all the wild and crazy theories he had about everything, and how, you guys remember everything was a green screen and all the stuff had been sold, and yeah, he's definitely desperately needs attention, but I think he's seriously mentally disturbed. Age is just a number, just like jail's a room. That's pretty good. Well, that's why, Jack Queen, that's what I had to do was, you have to after a while, because again, he's got nothing else to do. And it got almost embarrassing, the gang that was in there, I'll tell you, it got almost embarrassing on Twitter. He's so slow with it, it's really easy to just hammer him. I mean, mercilessly, and he just keeps coming back for more, and everybody's laughing at him, and you hammer him some more, and it just got to be, it's like, okay, this is shooting fish in a barrel. So then I block him, and then he'll go away. He'll pop up again. He'll be in here, or he'll be back on Twitter or someplace. Every so often, he has to come back. He can't take it. Is he? I can see the future special. Yeah, Gimster, pretty much, absolutely. He's definitely got fairly serious issues. All right, guys. Well, unfortunately, I do have to go because I won't be able to get all the stuff done that I need to do for today. I love doing these streams. I miss them so much. That's why I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard to fit them in. That made it wiggle. So, I got to finish these up for today. I was hoping to be able to get done, and actually, I kind of want to binge watch the last 300 Hunter episodes. I don't think I'm going to have enough time. I can't get it out of my head now where it left off. I mean, Gon just looked down and saw Jing in the audience there, and it was like, it was so blue balls the way that one cut off. But anyway, gonna go get my editing done and stuff. I'll see you guys around the channel and, of course, over around at the Goosh hanging out. And I'll be back with another stream as soon as I can. But until then, Pomfu, Pomfu. What's that sticky stuff on me? We'll bang, okay? Flashily.
Goosh, goosh.
And as always, goosh, 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 goosh. We got him one last time, Em. Bye, Gipster.